will see the topic of eNodeB functions today. I have drawn a picture of the architecture. This is the UE interface, eNodeB. This is X2 interface between eNodeB and eNodeB. This is MME and switching gateway, and this one is S1 interface. This one is control plane, this one is user plane to switching gateway and control plane to MME. So the basic functions of the eNodeB like cell control and MME pool support, mobility control like handovers and all, control and user plane security, SAD channel handling like the downlink SAD channel and how to handle the channels, segmentation and concatenation, HARC hybrid automatic repeat request. In case of we acknowledge the wrong packet, we need to send it again. So hybrid automatic repeat request. Then scheduling, schedule the data in every TTI, and in the resource flow of how to schedule the data and this thing. Multiplexing and mapping of channels. Physical layer functionality, all the physical layer functionality like from UE to eNodeB, all the physical layer functionality is a function of eNodeB. That is a very important function for the radio engineer specifically, this physical layer functionality for RF guys. And then measurement and reporting, like the measurement report and everything that is reported by the UE before the handover, and automated O&M. That means we in LT we are having some features which is automatically controlled by the eNodeB. That is like ANR. ANR is automated neighbor relations. Whatever neighbor relations should be added in the network, the eNodeB will automatically detect and it will add. And automatic integration, like the eNodeB once connected, you can integrate it remotely. So that's why automated O&M. Moving on, where we are having the X2 interface enabled, we can have this additional functions of eNodeB, that is eNodeB handovers, inter eNodeB handovers, like from eNodeB to eNodeB, that handover is controlled, and forwarding of downlink data during handovers. Let's say I'm in this eNodeB, I'm moving, and my packets has been automatically been transferred to the other eNodeB, and then I'm getting these packets from the target eNodeB. So that is forwarding data during downlink handovers. Then MME functions are like mobility management, bearer handling and security settings. Mobility management is definitely controlled by mobility management entity MME, and bearer handling, all the bearers, radio bearers and the signaling and dedicated and data bearers, everything is handled from here. And the security settings, that is the authentication and ciphering things, that has also been controlled by MME. Last is the switching gateway functions. So in user plane we are having routing data packets, that is the function of switching gateway, routing the data packets, idle mode buffering, and the counting, non-3GPP access, means access to the other network and transferring the data of the user to that particular network, which is not a 3G or LTE technology, so maybe 2G or other technologies. Making DSCP, this term I'll explain later. User plane tunnels for uplink and downlink data delivery. So these are all the functions of the eNodeB, MME and the switching gateway. If you have any questions, put in the remarks column and I'll be answering to your queries.